if you take the average person and multiply that by 1 billion, and then you find 1 billion people thinking of something is going in their mind. And if you were to ask, what is that something? It's something in the form of money. That's right, money has been on the minds of many people ever since it gave birth, ever since it was released. It's been on the constant minds of many people. The idea of cash flow and money always excites people, and I don't blame people. It also excites me because we all want money, right? It's something that's been hardwired in our brains. While other people were born into wealth and success, like your typical Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they all worked hard for their wealth and achieved this. And then there's you, probably working at a job you got from varsity. You're negotiating time, wishing that you could go back to sleep. You have the bills piling up, the debt, the financed cars, the home that you're still paying for, the rent, or you're either in varsity or school. You don't have those pressures. You don't have the pressure of money. All you have is study and study and study, hoping to get a job up until you're met with the harsh
between the ages
reality.
of 15 to 34 years make up around 63.3% of the population and continue to face significant...
You start saying, no, it's the country's fault. You start relying on the grant,
joins us now
and then
to talk
you blame
about
it on
this.
the corruption.
Great to have you. Thanks
You
so
say,
much
no,
for your time
our country has
on
failed
Morning Live,
us.
Mathala.
It's corrupt. It's the government.
Morning,
You
Leon,
start
and thanks for
blaming
having
the
me. Morning to the
government.
viewers
You
as
put all
well.
your problems and trust that the government will solve them. You start to conclude to yourself that wealth is just an imagination, a figment in our mind, and something they will never achieve. It's something they will never attain. We go on a journey of hardships, but we'll never achieve something that we all want, which is wealth. We all want to be wealthy. We all want to have success. You start thinking to yourself and overthinking. Am I cut out for this? Am I cut out to be a millionaire? Am I cut out to be successful in life? I'll never be successful. Don't only those people are lucky. I can never be lucky. You tell yourself. What if I told you it gets worse? In the year 2000, President Thabo Mbeki launches Ituba Lottery, and now this sparks buzz around South Africa. This excites many South Africans as they see this opportunity to make millionaires. And this is what excites people. The idea of someone playing lotto and becoming rich overnight excites people. Nobody wants to hear of hard work. Nobody wants to hear of how they worked hard, all the success, the lavish lifestyle. What if I told you there's more than meets the eye? Why we gamble often refers to the rat race. The rat race is a term used for people who have been enslaved to their jobs. People who are working a 9 to 5, tired of a 9 to 5, and getting minimum wages. And as a result of this, they find ways to make money. They are tired of being broke. Like, nobody wants to be broke. So they go on the internet and look for side hustles to make money. And upon their search of finding ways to make money, they stumble across advertisement. This advertisement seems to be to cater to all people. Either you are coming from varsity and you are in the world and you want to find money or make money. A simple idea is planted in your brain. This brain lights up in you, and that simple idea is gambling. You start seeing betting as an alternative to making money. You see this as a simple passage to wealth. The idea of living in mansions and a lavish lifestyle, of purchasing the latest cars and living a luxurious dream, can be easily attained through just pressing a button. You see, this is how you get hooked. Due to a desperate situation, you purchase an OTT, telling yourself it's the right decision. You don't hit a beat, you start gambling, you're hooked to gambling, you start playing other games, and then you win. You tell yourself that this is a good investment, and then the harsh reality comes. You put all your savings and lose. People think of a drug as something physical. They think it's something that has to be physical. But in today's age, it can be something that forms through online. We get addicted through online drugs, and this keeps us addicted, such as Lotostar, eTuber National Lottery, Betway Sports, and even EasyBet are forms of drugs. You see, this keeps us addicted to these apps. We keep playing, unknowingly knowing that we are addicted. We start small with small amounts, and then we end up putting all our life savings into this app. Sooner or later, we don't realize how much we got entrapped to our very own devices. You see, I know gambling as a form of luxury, but in today's age, it's been used as a form of making a living. This is where you know
the survey shows that South Africans have spent a whopping 1.1 trillion rand gambling in.
I did. That's the bulk of the gambling I was doing. Yeah.
How much did you lose or win?
The most I've won was like 200K.
200K?
Yeah, which I lost as well again.
This begs the question, what's the point of becoming a millionaire if the problem isn't winning the money, but the problem comes on losing the millions? What does it help altogether if we can't even keep the amount of money that we win? You see, this becomes a problem for us gamblers, is not knowing when to stop. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. You see, this is just the tip of what's to come, as I'm about to tell you the dark reality of gambling. Are you ready?
Every year. It's just a scam. The fact that nobody can win, we only want losing customers.
Anymore. It was when I lost about, I think, 12,000 in a day. I was like, whoa, I'm so deep in this. How do you lose so much money that you can make and change your everything about you, change your world just like that? You can change everything, all your problems.
17 report on gambling services. Nearly 1 in 10 in the Buckeye State experienced or was at risk of developing a gambling.
It's just a scam. The fact that nobody can win, we only want losing customers. You realise that the company doesn't care about people. Makes you feel appalled and sort of disgusted within yourself, because you know that you're helping a company harm people and virtually deliberately harm people.
Which I regard as true, because a company or a betting company is not gonna wake up one morning and say, hey guys, we want to make our customers win more. They're going to find ways and strategies so the customers can lose more and more, so it can cause more emotional harm. And one thing you have to realize is that everything is edited. Yeah, everything is AI edited. It's like your own cube, where you don't realize that you as an individual, are betting against a computer which you can't win, which even if you try any strategies, you can't beat it in the long run. So why gamble?